Don't cut too many calories. Avoid drastically cutting your calories. Quick and drastic weight loss can cause issues with your body's metabolism and muscle mass. When you lose a lot of weight quickly, you really need to strictly monitor where the weight is coming from. Is it water weight, body fat or muscle mass? The majority of the time, it unfortunately comes from lean muscle mass, and this is exactly what causes serious issues with your metabolism. Muscle is your body's most potent and active tissue for burning calories and body fat. It's basically your body's furnace, and you always want to keep it burning hot. When someone loses a lot of weight, which usually comes from crash dieting or some other unhealthy way of dropping the weight, the body's lean muscle mass is cannibalized and the person loses some of the most powerful tissue for keeping a lean body. The worst thing is when a person finally decides to get off their diet and they go back to their unhealthy eating habits. The calories go back up, but since their BMR, basal metabolic rate, is lowered and they have lost muscle mass, they end up packing on the body fat very quickly. Have you ever heard of the term yo-yo dieting? This is one of the main reasons why so many people have issues and hard times with their weight loss plans. Increase your water intake. Drinking water is one of the most important aspects to losing weight. Our bodies are over 70% water, and it needs a large amount of this liquid to maintain its daily functions. Water helps to flush our systems and remove harmful toxins. When you don't drink enough water, your body actually holds onto the water which in turn, leaves you bloated. In order to release the water, you need to consume enough of it throughout the day. Water is also a great no-calorie source to fill up your stomach, which helps keep you feeling fuller. Try drinking ice-cold water to actually burn more calories. Your body needs to heat up the ice-cold water, and it uses energy calories to do so. This is what's called the thermogenic effect. You can burn an additional 100 calories a day by drinking 1 gallon of ice-cold water. Over the course of a month, this equates to almost 1 pound of weight and 12 pounds of weight loss per year. Don't forget your protein. Make sure to include a lean protein source at every meal. Shoot for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. By eating enough protein, you will keep your nitrogen levels high, which supports muscular repair and growth. Protein has a thermogenic effect of 30%, which makes it the highest thermogenic food compared to all other nutrients. This means that for every 100 calories of protein you eat, 30 calories are burned by your body to digest the food, leaving you with a net 70 calories. Here are a few quick and healthy protein-packed snacks. Build lean muscle mass. Strength training builds lean muscle mass. By adding muscle, you will be adding the most potent fat-burning tissue to your body. Muscle tissue is the most metabolically active tissue in your body, so make sure to build as much as possible. Studies have estimated that for each pound of muscle you add to your body, you burn an additional 35 to 50 calories per day. So, an extra 10 pounds of muscle will burn approximately 350 to 500 calories per day, or an extra pound of fat every 7 to 10 days. This is without making any other changes. In another study, researchers found that regular weight training boosts basal metabolic rate by about 15%. Eat smaller meals more often. By eating small and nutritious meals, you will increase your metabolism and keep yourself full throughout the entire day. It will also amp up your energy and keep your insulin levels constant. Ideally, you should eat 5 to 6 times per day, with about 3 hours between each meal. Imagine yourself grazing versus hoarding. You want to graze on small amounts of foods several times instead of hoarding on large amounts of foods a few times a day. If you wait too long between meals, you will have the tendency to binge and consume far too many calories, since you will be extremely hungry. Fill up on fiber. Eating more fiber is a great tip for weight loss. Fiber will give you a feeling of fullness with a limited amount of calories. Fiber also helps to reduce constipation, indigestion, gallstones and cholesterol, and assists in combating heart disease and some cancers. Eat a variety of fibers, soluble and insoluble. A varied, high-fiber, healthy diet will provide both. Soluble fiber comes from fruits and insoluble fiber comes from whole grains. Fiber-rich foods include oat bran, beans, lentils, fruit, vegetables, whole wheat bread, brown rice and oatmeal. Eat thermogenic foods. Thermogenic foods are the ones your body uses maximum energy, calories, in order to properly digest. Some of the greatest thermogenic foods are vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, mushrooms, squash, celery, zucchini, peppers, lettuce and green beans. These foods are very low in calories, which allow you to include a large quantity of them in your diet. Cut out liquid calories. Soft drinks and high-sugar fruit juices will kill your weight loss plan. They contain huge amounts of sugar and calories and are easily consumed since they are in liquid form. A 44-ounce super big gulp of Coke contains a whopping 415 calories of pure sugar. This amount of sugar causes a massive insulin spike and causes you to get hungry very soon after drinking it. By simply switching to diet soda, you can cut a huge amount of excess calories and start losing weight. Although this is a good start, you ideally want to switch to water for your primary liquid source. Make sure to always check your fruit juices for high amounts of processed sugar. Look on the ingredients list for high fructose corn syrup, which is another name for sugar, and see how high it is on the list. The first ingredients listed usually contain the largest amounts. The majority of fruit juices on the market are nothing more than flavored sugar water. A great alternative is to buy a good juicer and make your own fruit juice. This will provide the highest level of freshness and nutrients when compared to processed versions. Juicing using real fruit provides the natural source of fruit sugar called fructose. Be patient and focused. Be patient and don't get discouraged if you're not losing weight fast enough. Remember, it didn't take you 3 weeks to gain those extra 20 pounds, so it sure as heck will not take only 3 weeks to lose it. Create a smart plan of attack and focus on losing the correct kind of weight, which is body fat. You should set a weekly goal of 1 pound per week. This way you will have a much better chance of keeping the weight off for a lifetime. 10. Eat for what you're doing. Plan your food intake for the activity you will be doing. If you will be sitting at your desk all day, eat appropriately. Eat a smaller meal since your body will not need that much fuel. On the other hand, if you will be strength training, then you should eat more calories to fuel your body throughout the intense training session. Decrease the sugar. One of the best things you can do to drop excess body fat is to decrease your intake of sugar. Start gradually decreasing high sugar foods like donuts, candy bars, cakes, pies, hard candy, fudge, soft drinks and processed fruit juices. If you want to cure a sweet tooth, try frozen grapes or sugar-free Jell-O. By decreasing your sugar intake, you will be able to control your insulin levels, which will help unlock your body's ability to start burning stored body fat. Cook smart. Make healthy choices when cooking at home. Steaming, broiling and stir-frying meals are very healthy ways to prepare foods. When stir-frying, choose palm spray or a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. The healthy monounsaturated fats in olive oil will help keep you feeling full for longer periods of time. Stay away from oils with high saturated fat such as coconut oil, corn oil, palm oil and vegetable oils. If you have a good steamer, you can simply add some food with a little water and you're all set. Eat slower. Try to eat your meals slower, savor every bite and really enjoy your food. It takes your body around 20 minutes to realize that it's full. If you eat too fast, you will eat excess calories while your body is determining whether it is still hungry. By the time your body realizes that it's full, it is too late. You've already eaten more than you needed and consumed too many calories. If you eat slowly, Your brain will start sending signals to stop eating just in time, and you will be able to correctly monitor your hunger. Eat the right fats. Make healthy choices when it comes to fats. When choosing cooking oils, choose ones high in monounsaturated fats and low in saturated fats. Oils with high levels of monounsaturated fats include olive oil, almond oil and canola oil. Essential fatty acids, EFAs, like omega-3 fatty acids, are also very important to include your nutritional plan. Salmon and albacore tuna are great sources of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids appear to help prevent and treat various disorders in different ways. Research suggests that individuals with non-insulin dependent, or type 2, diabetes, omega-3s can improve insulin sensitivity. Omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to play a part in keeping cholesterol levels low, stabilizing an irregular heartbeat arrhythmia, and reducing blood pressure. Move your body. You really need to focus on getting up and moving your body to burn excess calories. You can start off by going for a casual walk. Try to walk 1 mile with a friend. Work your way up to several miles per day and you will be amazed how great you feel. You can also try doing sports or activities which are entertaining and provide a great workout. Start playing tennis, racquetball, or golf, walking. By moving your body and exercising regularly, you will increase your ability to lose weight and keep it off. Cut out the cheese. Cheese contains a very large amount of saturated fat and is very high in calories. Each gram of fat contains over twice the amount calories compared to protein and carbohydrates. Fat has 9 calories per gram compared to 4 calories per gram for carbs and protein. A small cube of cheese has the same calories as several cups of broccoli. If you can cut out the cheese on your sandwiches and salads, you will drastically cut down on the overall calories in your meal. If you have to have your cheese from time to time, you can choose a non-fat version which will help cut down on the overall calories. Unfortunately, many restaurants don't carry low-fat versions, so it's probably best to hold the cheese when dining out. Say no to mayo. As with cheese, mayonnaise is another calorie killer. It contains a very high amount of fat and calories per serving. If you can hold the mayo on your sandwiches, you will drastically cut your calories consumed per meal. Instead of mayo on your favorite sandwich, try adding a low-calorie alternative like spicy mustard. You can also choose the fat-free version of mayonnaise which contains far less calories per serving than the regular kind. Dine out correctly. Dining out can make or break you when it comes to trying to eat healthy and losing weight. A few calorie killers are bread and butter. Since it's free, you may think you should eat endless amounts. Well, think again, because this will ruin any hopes of dining healthy. Keep temptation away by asking your server to remove the bread basket from the table. Another great calorie saver is to stay away from any food which is cooked with batter. Ask to have the meal broiled, roasted or grilled with olive oil instead of butter and you will save hundreds of calories in no time. Hold the butter. Many restaurants add butter to the majority of their meals. Butter adds a lot of flavor to foods but is a calorie killer. You would be surprised on just how many restaurant dishes contain butter. Even the healthy choices they list such as grilled chicken, shrimp or vegetables may contain loads of butter. Be a smart eater and simply ask the server if the dish is cooked with butter. If so, ask to have it dry and hold the butter. Make a grocery list. Before going grocery shopping, make a detailed grocery list of everything you need and stick to it. Write down all the healthy foods you need such as lean proteins, chicken breast, turkey breast, fish, egg whites, healthy carbohydrates, whole wheat bread, brown rice, sweet potatoes, black beans, fruits, apples, strawberries, oranges, watermelon, and vegetables, broccoli, mushrooms, zucchini, green beans, squash, romaine lettuce. If you like to add dressings or marinade, Make healthy choices like Walden Farms no-calorie salad dressings and low-carb marinades/sauces like Lorry's carb options. By writing a detailed grocery list, it will be much easier for you to stick with healthy food choices and avoid making impulse buys like candy, chips and unhealthy foods. Eat before shopping. Eat a healthy meal before you go grocery shopping. This will provide you with a full stomach of nutritious foods and keep you satisfied when you venture into a store with many temptations. A pre-shopping meal will help you avoid making the bad choices you may choose if you're very hungry and have a hard time avoiding sweet or salty temptations. Another great tip is to take a protein smoothie with you to the grocery store and walk around sipping on this delicious treat. Using a blender, add 2 cups of Carb Countdown milk, 1 scoop of protein powder, 1 cup of your favorite fruit and some ice. This smoothie will cure your sweet tooth and keep you busy while passing all of the tempting aisles of unhealthy foods. Shop the outer perimeter. The grocery store is strategically designed to make you purchase items you may not need. Ever wonder why the milk and eggs are positioned way in the back of the store? It's designed that way to make you walk through the entire store before picking up these core items. While walking past hundreds of other items, most people will see many things they think they need, or even worse, they will make impulse buys which include unhealthy items like sweets, candy, cake, donuts, and salty foods, chips, crackers. Try and focus on shopping the outer perimeter of the store. This is the outer corners, which include the produce section, meat/poultry/fish areas, and milk/eggs sections. While walking through the grocery store, look around you and consciously think about the way the store is set up and the number of unhealthy food choices available to wreak havoc on your weight loss plan. Once you understand how you're really trying to be trained into making bad choices, you will start realizing how you should overcome this and be focused on making healthy food choices for a healthy lifestyle. Watch those portions. Portion control is extremely important when it comes to losing weight. With all of the super-size portions out there, it's very hard to really understand what the correct portion size is. A good rule of thumb for your protein needs when eating meat/poultry/fish is to choose a portion size that is equivalent to size of a deck of cards. When eating out, if it looks too large, then it probably is. Simply eat a small portion and take the rest home for another meal. By controlling your portion sizes, you will be able to condition your mind and stomach into learning what the correct amount of food is. This is crucial for creating new habits and following a healthy nutritional plan. Eat negative calorie foods. Although no food is actually negative calorie, there are certain foods that have such few calories that the act of digestion in the body will burn more calories than the food itself, creating a negative calorie balance. Typically, a 25-calorie piece of broccoli, 100 grams, requires 80 calories to digest it in the body, which results in a net loss of 55 calories. Some great foods which are extremely low in calories and require lots of energy for the body to break them down include asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, lettuce and zucchini. These are great foods to include in your weight loss plan. Build calorie-burning muscle. Muscle is the most metabolically active tissue in your body and is your furnace for burning calories throughout the day. If you can add 1 extra pound of muscle, it will burn about 50 extra calories a day. It's very important to include some type of strength training routine into your overall fitness plan. Set short-term goals. Short-term goals are important for developing a solid weight loss program. By setting short-term goals, you will have the framework to follow so you can make small changes in your daily routine which will develop into healthy habits to last a lifetime. Focus on a weekly goal of losing 1 pound of body fat. This is the healthiest amount of weight loss per week and is the correct level to make sure you're burning body fat. To reach this 1 pound weight loss per week, focus on creating a 500-calorie deficit in your overall calories every day. You can create this 500-calorie deficit through exercise or through your diet. Try to use a combination of both for the best results. At the end of the week, check in to weigh yourself and take your body measurements. You should also take photographs of yourself to document how you look. Don't get discouraged. Remember that it didn't take 2 weeks to pack on those extra 20 pounds, so it definitely will not take only 2 weeks to lose them. Focus on a solid fitness/nutrition plan and adhere to it for at least 8 to 12 weeks. When you first start out, you should expect your body to really resist change to some degree. Trust your plan and don't be discouraged if you're not losing weight fast enough. Your body will eventually switch into a fat-burning mode. Be patient and the results will show. The mirror doesn't lie. Use the mirror to check your progress. Simply get into your underwear or swimsuit and stand in front of the mirror. Look closely at your trouble areas, which tend to hold large amounts of body fat, like the hips and thighs for women and the abdomen for men. Although the scale may not show any weight loss, you very well may have added lean muscle to your body. The mirror will show you an accurate reflection of a tighter and toned body, which is the result of adding muscle mass to your physique. Monitor your body fat. You will work very hard exercising and sticking to a healthy diet, so make sure you monitor your body fat levels to be positive that you are truly losing unwanted adipose tissue, body fat, and not hard-earned muscle tissue. Have a professional test your body fat with either hydrostatic weighting underwater, or with bioelectrical impedance sensors. These will give you a very accurate measure of your current body fat percentage and will provide instant feedback to your overall weight loss plan. Keep a diet journal. One of the most important aspects of losing weight is keeping a diet journal. Diet journals allow you to keep a detailed record and track everything you put into your mouth. You will gain an immediate consciousness of your eating habits. Your diet journal will keep track of how many meals you eat every day, the size of your meals and when each meal is consumed. Are you a late night eater? How about an afternoon binge eater? Your diet journal will provide a wealth of information to learn from. Along with recording all of the foods you eat, your diet journal should also contain your feelings, thoughts and reactions with each meal. Were you actually hungry when you ate or just bored? Did you eat because you were happy, sad or frustrated? Did you feel anxious or rushed during a meal? Also, make sure to record how you felt after you ate your meal. Did you feel tired and lethargic? These are extremely important points to document when keeping your diet journal. It's amazing how much you will learn by recording these dietary events, and using this tool is crucial for permanent weight loss. Think before you eat. When you put something in your mouth, think for a moment if the food/drink is helping you achieve your goals or if it's setting you back. By thinking about what you're consuming, you will have a better understanding of your overall dietary habits and you will be able to implement healthy changes to help you succeed. Diagnose your food issues. Try to figure out the underlying issues with any food addictions you may have. Some people binge on certain foods and others have serious issues with certain foods, acting as triggers for massive cravings. When you find yourself falling into an issue and overeating on junk foods, sit back for a moment and think why you are doing what you're doing. Ask yourself if you're depressed, happy, sad or angry while you're consuming these unhealthy items. By trying to self-diagnose your food issues, you should start building important habits and behaviors into helping you conquer unhealthy eating patterns. Treat food like a drug. Food should be viewed as a drug since it can cause serious effects on your body. Eating the wrong foods can lead to excessive weight gain and you may be more likely to develop health problems such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, certain types of cancer, gout, joint pain caused by excess uric acid, and gallbladder disease. Being overweight can also cause problems such as sleep apnea, interrupted breathing during sleep, and osteoarthritis, wearing away of the joints. Try to take your nutritional plan seriously and know that you have complete control over what you put into your mouth. Sit down while eating. Try to always sit down when eating. By taking the time to sit down, you will be more likely to eat slower and really enjoy every bite of your meal. Try to avoid eating while in the car, walking or running errands. This leads to unconscious eating and you will forget how fast and how much you're consuming. It's very easy to overeat while doing other things, and this is something you really want to try and avoid at all costs. Sit down and take some time by yourself to enjoy a healthy meal which pleases your appetite. Include protein at each meal. You should include a lean protein source at every meal. Your muscles need protein. You need the amino acids that comprise the protein we consume to repair, maintain and facilitate growth in muscles. Protein is also used in a host of other ways by the body, specifically by enzymes, blood and other cells. Adding protein at each meal will generally reduce the glycemic index of the meal. Focus on getting at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So, if your weight is 175 pounds, try to eat at least 175 grams of protein per day. Your protein should come from lean sources which are low in fat and calories. Remove temptations from your house. This tip may be the most important aspect of succeeding with your weight loss plan. You should go through your kitchen and remove all the temptations from your refrigerator, pantry and all other areas in your home where unhealthy foods reside. Try taking the mindset of treating food like a drug. If you were a recovering alcoholic, the last thing you would want is to have alcohol in your home. The temptation would be too intense and the probability to relapse and consume the harmful drug would be far too strong. Just like alcohol, treat food like a drug. For many people, food is their drug of choice, and this is the primary reason why it's very important to minimize the temptation as much as possible from your home. Start by going through your kitchen and removing all the high-fat, high-sugar and empty-calorie foods such as cakes, candy, crackers, potato chips, rolls, chocolate, pies, cookies, pizza and ice cream. Replace these unhealthy items with healthy, nutrient-dense food that fuels your body and helps you run at an optimal level. Reward yourself weekly. Make sure to reward yourself every week. Set a small goal and stick to it. If you reach your short-term goal at the end of the week, reward yourself. You might go to the mall and buy yourself something nice. Maybe it's a great pair of pants you have been waiting for or a nice new shirt. You can also head down to the local spa and have a relaxing massage or facial. These are great incentives to keep you focused on your weight loss plan and motivate you to succeed every week. Increase your cardio intensity. You can burn major calories by increasing the level of your cardio intensity. An amazing method of cardio training is called HIIT, high intensity interval training. The overview of this training method is to limit the time to a maximum of 20 minutes per session and vary your training intensity during the workout. Start out with an exercise like the elliptical trainer and begin at about a 65% intensity level for the first 5 minutes. Once you're warmed up, increase the intensity to 90% for the next 30 seconds and then drop back down to 65% intensity for the next 60 seconds. Repeat the cycle for the next 10 minutes. Once you hit the 15-minute mark, drop your intensity back down to a steady 65% intensity and cool down for the last 5 minutes. You can apply the HIIT cardio training to any exercise like running, jumping rope, cycling and even aerobics. Choose better made foods. If you have to cheat on your diet and you're really craving one of your favorite foods, try to make better made choices and select healthier alternatives. If you can simply make a healthier choice and pick a food with less fat or sugar, you can easily save hundreds of calories to help your weight loss plan. Remember, if you set a daily goal to create a 500-calorie deficit per day, you can lose 1 pound of body fat per week. By including these healthier choices, it will assist you in saving calories in your nutritional plan. Have a protein smoothie. A wonderful, healthy and refreshing treat is a protein smoothie. Protein smoothies can easily replace your cravings for a milkshake and provide the important nutrients your muscles needs to recover and grow. Pour 2 cups of carb countdown milk into a blender with a few scoops of your favorite protein powder, whey, soy, egg, along with 1 cup of fruit, apple, banana, strawberries, blueberries, and some ice cubes. Blend this up and enjoy. Choose a protein powder that is low in sugar and has a great flavor. Optimum Nutrition carries a great line of 100% whey protein powder in several delicious flavors. Frozen grapes for a sweet tooth. A healthy choice to cure a sweet tooth is frozen grapes. Throw a few bags of red and green grapes into the freezer, and whenever you feel the need for something sweet, eat some frozen grapes and see how quickly your sweet tooth is cured. The natural sugar, fructose, found in grapes will provide the sweetness you need to be fully satisfied. By making this simple change, you can literally save hundreds of calories when compared to the alternatives like cake, pies and ice cream. You can also try a variety of different frozen fruit. Your local grocery store should have bags of frozen fruit containing cantaloupe, watermelon, berries and many other types of satisfying fruit. Don't eat out of the container. A great binge controller is to not to eat out of the container. Try to always place your food onto a plate or into a bowl to control the portion size of your food. This is very helpful when it comes to chips, crackers and cookies. If you start eating directly out of the container, you can easily just keep on going, and by the time you know it, you will have eaten the entire bag. Remember, you ideally want to avoid these bad foods, chips, crackers, and choose healthier alternatives like air-popped popcorn and Jenny soy crisps. Even with these healthy food choices, it's still great practice for portion control to place these items into a single serving on a plate or into a bowl. Stock up on the veggies. Vegetables are your weight loss friend. They are the ultimate source to fill up your stomach with extremely nutrient-dense, low-calorie and satisfying food. Make sure to add a variety of spices and low-calorie sauces to your veggies to keep them tasty and exciting. A great marinade/sauce to use on your vegetables is Lawry's Carb Options. This marinade tastes really good and very low in sugar and calories. Try many different ways of cooking your vegetables also. Try steaming, stir-fry, sauteing and grilling your vegetables and see which one you like best. Make sure to eat breakfast. Always try to eat a very nutritious breakfast. This should be one of your largest meals of the day and the most important. Eating a healthy breakfast is crucial for providing the correct fuel to get you going. Your body has been fasting for 6 to 10 hours from sleeping and is primed for refueling. Researchers have found that people who ate breakfast every day were a third less likely to be obese compared to those who skipped the meal. In addition, they were half as likely to have blood sugar problems, which increase the risk of developing diabetes or having high cholesterol, which is a known risk factor for heart disease. The researchers believe that eating first thing in the morning may help to stabilize blood sugar levels, which regulate appetite and energy. They suggest people who eat breakfast are less likely to be hungry during the rest of the day and are, therefore, less likely to overeat. Use the fork dip technique. A great calorie-saving tip while eating out is to order your salad dressing on the side and use your fork to dip into the dressings before digging into your salad. This is called the fork dip technique and is great because you will only use the amount of dressing needed for each small serving bite. You will be amazed how much dressing is left over when you finish your salad. If you're dealing with a high-calorie dressing such as ranch or blue cheese, this could easily save you hundreds of calories. A good rule of thumb is to choose oil and vinegar or balsamic vinaigrette as healthier options for salad dressing. The creamier the dressing, the more fat and calories it usually has. Don't think diet. The last thing you want to do is think diet. The word diet conjures up thoughts of restrictions, limitations, short-term plans and terrible food. It's very important to plan for a true lifestyle change and create permanent healthy habits. If done correctly, making changes in your nutritional plan can provide absolutely delicious foods and completely satisfying meal plans which can last a lifetime. The best part is learning to create healthy behaviors to lose the excess body fat and keep the weight off permanently. You will end up having more energy, feel great and have a new outlook on life. Self-talk to success. Words can have tremendous power over our minds and bodies. By telling yourself positive words every day, you can define your desired goals and aspirations. A great exercise is to stand in front of the mirror in the morning and say words to motivate and inspire you. Use internal dialogue throughout the day to reinforce positive thoughts which will help you reach your goals. By using powerful self-talk, you will be able to take photos of yourself. Keep a detailed photo gallery of your progress. Pictures don't lie. Buy an inexpensive digital camera, and take pictures of yourself every week in your bikini or swimsuit. Snap 3 pictures every week including a profile, frontal and rear photo. Include these with your diet diary and exercise journal so you can see how your body looks each week while you make changes to your diet and exercise program. Remember, sometimes the scale does lie. Even though your scale may read that you have gained 2 pounds over the last 3 weeks, this could very easily be 2 pounds of lean muscle. Lean muscle is an extremely metabolic tissue, and the more you have on your body, the more calories you burn even when you're just sitting around. By adding photos of yourself, you will be able to reference your physical appearance from week to week. This very important tool can help you immensely with your weight loss plan. Remove the extras for huge calorie savings. A great weight loss tip to try and stick to when you're dining out is to hold all the extras on your sandwiches, bagels, salads and burritos. You can literally almost cut out half the calories of your meal by holding calorie-killing extras like cheese, sour cream, bacon, cream cheese, eggs, avocado and mayonnaise. Substitute your meal with low-calorie alternatives like tomatoes, black beans, green peppers, onions, lettuce, pickles and mustard. These are tasty and extremely nutritious choices to make any meal very satisfying. Choose white over dark. You can save on calories by simply switching from dark meat to white meat. The dark meat has about 15% more calories. A 3.5-ounce serving of turkey breast with skin has about 153 calories. Dark meat with skin has about 182 calories. If you remove the skin, recommended, you can remove even more calories. Removing the skin saves an additional 10% in calories. White meat without skin has only 135 calories and dark meat without skin has 162 calories. By a steamer. A food steamer is a very healthy and easy way to cook healthy, low-calorie meals in minutes. You simply add some food, a little water and set the steamer. It's that easy. Most steamers have the ability to cook rice, vegetables, meat, fish, poultry and several other types of foods. The most common foods to steam are rice and vegetables. The healthiest type of rice to use is whole grain brown rice, and you can use a wide variety of vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, mushrooms, squash, celery, zucchini, peppers, lettuce and green beans. You can find great food steamers by Aroma and Black & Decker. The crunch factor. Try to eat foods that involve crunching, chewing and really enjoying your foods. Go for texture and choose foods that provide a stimulating chewing experience. The more you chew a food, the less likely you will be to overeat. Great crunch factor foods include air-popped popcorn, celery, carrots, and broccoli. If you want to dip these into a tasty sauce, choose the no-calorie sauces by Walden Farms. They are delicious and come in flavors like ranch, blue cheese and bacon. Switch to air-popped popcorn. Air-popped popcorn is a fantastic low-calorie snack that is low in calories and high in fiber. Stay away from microwave popcorn since it contains way too much butter and oil. You can buy a hot air popcorn popper for about $10 at your local Walmart and a bag of kernels. If you love butter, buy I can't believe it's not butter spray and give a couple of squirts onto your popcorn. The great thing about air-popped popcorn is it's low-calorie and provides a ton of quality fiber which will make you feel much fuller. It also provides a major crunch factor so you will be chomping and eating with each handful. Watch the starches late at night. Try to cut down on the starches after about 6 p.m. Starches consist of foods like rice, pasta, bread and potatoes. Starches tend to be higher in calories and have a higher glycemic index value which has a direct impact on your insulin levels. When your insulin levels rise, you will have a tendency to be hungry soon after eating and have a more difficult time losing body fat. A great choice for a late-night snack is a broiled chicken breast salad with romaine lettuce, mushrooms and diced celery. Use a healthy dressing like balsamic vinaigrette or Walden Farms no-calorie dressings. Control your insulin levels. A great tool for weight loss is to learn how to control your insulin levels. Insulin lowers blood sugar by helping move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells. One great way to control your insulin levels is to eat foods which are low on the glycemic index. The glycemic index is a ranking of carbohydrates based on their immediate effect on blood glucose, blood sugar, levels. Carbohydrates that break down quickly during digestion have the highest glycemic indexes. The blood glucose response is fast and high. Carbohydrates that break down slowly, releasing glucose gradually into the bloodstream, have low glycemic indexes. One of the best ways to lower the overall level of the glycemic index in your meals is to include a lean protein source, healthy monounsaturated fat, olive oil, and a fibrous vegetable source along with your starchy food. A great sample meal including all these aspects would include 8 ounces of chicken breast, 1 plain sweet potato and 2 cups of steamed broccoli with 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. The lean protein, chicken, and fat, olive oil, will generally reduce the overglycemic index of the meal. Decrease the fat in your milk. A great way to cut the fat and calories from milk is to choose a product called Carb Countdown by Hood. They have a line of rich and creamy dairy beverages that provide the wholesome, delicious nutrition of milk without all the sugar, calories and carbohydrates. They provide 75% less sugar, 40% fewer calories and 75% fewer carbs than regular white milk. Carb Countdown milk is great to use with your meal replacement powders or protein powders to make a low-calorie, high-protein smoothie. Chud's Carb Countdown dairy beverages can be found in the refrigerated dairy section of retailers nationwide. Choose fruit for dessert. Fruit is such a great choice for dessert since it's very sweet and contains far less calories and fat compared with a traditional dessert like pie, cake or ice cream. You can save hundreds of calories when dining out by simply ordering a bowl of fruit or even a fruit sorbet. Fruit contains the natural sugar called fructose, which should take care of your sweet tooth. When eating at home, you can make several delicious fruit desserts like mixing sugar-free Jell-O with diced apples and bananas. You can also mix a cup of non-fat cottage cheese with blueberries or strawberries. Lose the yolks. Try removing the yolks, yellow, from the white when you're eating eggs. The yolk is extremely high in cholesterol, containing more than 2/3 of the recommended daily limit of 300 milligrams. Egg whites are very low in calories, have no fat, no cholesterol, and are loaded with muscle-building protein. One egg white contains only 17 calories compared to a whopping 59 calories for one egg yolk. There are a few easy ways to cut out the egg yolks. The first is to boil your eggs and simply remove the yellow ball inside the egg. If you're making an omelette, Crack the egg over a bowl and slowly pour the egg yolk back and forth between the egg shells. The egg white will pour down into the bowl while leaving the egg yolk, yellow, in the shells. There are also some great egg products on the market that aid in reducing unhealthy cholesterol levels and are very convenient. Egg beaters is a wonderful egg substitute product to use. Egg beaters are made from real eggs, but only the whites. The best part is you don't have to separate the white from the yolk. You simply pour the egg beaters into a pan and you're ready to make your meal. Don't mix food with TV. A terrible habit and serious calorie killer is eating while watching television. It's extremely easy to unconsciously snack on junk food while watching your favorite shows. You will be inundated with commercials that urge to eat junk foods like soft drinks, fast foods, sugar-coated cereals and candy. By the time you know it, that entire bag of potato chips or cookies is all gone and you've consumed way too many empty calories. If you have to snack on something while watching television, try healthy snacks like 60. Read food labels. Reading food labels is one of the most important tools to help you make healthy choices when grocery shopping. Once you have the knowledge to choose nutrient-dense and healthy foods, you will be able to make the right choices to fuel your body. When reading a food label, the most important areas to look at are the calories, servings per container, sugar, fiber, carbs, fat and sodium. Choose foods which are high in protein and fiber and low in sugar, fat and sodium. The servings per container can be extremely important because many products will try to mislead you by providing the nutrient information for a very small serving size. This is very typical for snack foods. A bag of potato chips may only show 120 calories on the nutrient label, but the actual serving size is only 7 chips. The overall calories for the entire bag may contain over 1,000 calories. Make sure to read the serving per container to know the truth about the overall nutrient levels. Also, make sure to review the list of ingredients. The ones listed first are generally used in larger amounts, so if you see things like high fructose corn syrup, sugar or lard, then it's probably best to choose a healthier alternative. Use music to motivate. Exercise is one of the major factors to keep the weight off permanently. Everyone gets burned out with their exercise plan from time to time. Music serves to take your mind off of the fact you are exercising. It'll distract you from your fatigue and possible muscle soreness. Working out will become more pleasurable than simple monotonous movements. There is no one specific musical genre best combined with exercise. That clearly depends on your personal taste. Some great ideas, though, for something upbeat include salsa, country, big band, disco, or even funk. Pick songs you can sing along to, or that have a great rhythm. Cross-train for great results. A great training method to add variety into your cardio routines is to use cross-training. Cross-training allows you to switch between multiple forms of exercise in one session. This keeps your routine fun and also burns extra calories by adding more intense styles of cardio exercises. A sample cross-training cardio routine may include 15 minutes jogging on the treadmill, followed immediately by 15 minutes on the elliptical training machine and then followed immediately by 15 minutes of stationary cycling. This cardio workout consists of 3 different exercises and lasts a total of 45 minutes in length. You can decrease or increase each time interval to fit your fitness level. You want to start out with the most intensive exercise first and end with the least intensive exercise. Avoid spot reducing. Spot reducing involves training an area of your body exclusively to reduce body fat levels from that specific area. Popular spot-reducing areas include the stomach, abs, and the hips, thigh and buttocks. Many people think by doing hundreds of sit-ups, they can lose their belly fat and get a 6-pack of defined abdominals. Spot-reducing is a myth and does not work. Fat gets stored on our bodies in a certain order which is determined by gender and genetics. Men typically store excess fat in the abdominal region and women store fat in the hips and thighs. When someone loses weight and decreases their overall body fat levels, the decrease of fat comes from all over the body and does not specifically decrease in one central area. The best way to lose body fat and tone up an area like the abs or thighs is to burn calories with cardio training and use strength training to build up lean muscle to tone the area you're focused on. Make small changes every week. Making small changes is very important for ingraining healthy habits and behaviors into your life. If you start out with very drastic changes with a goal of losing tons of weight very quickly, you will be destined to fail. Big changes will most likely shock your system and you may become mentally burned out very quickly because of the difficulty to adhere to the rigid program. By making small changes every week, you will be much more likely to stick with the minor modifications to your diet or exercise program and continue to build on this solid foundation over the course of time. Small dietary changes may include removing the mayonnaise and cheese from your sandwiches or choosing a healthier dressing on your salads. These small changes can reduce hundreds of calories from your daily caloric intake, and it only takes a 500-calorie deficit per day, below your BMR, to lose 1 pound of body fat per week. A small exercise change may be to go outside for a 1-mile walk every other day. This is a great way to begin so you can build up to several miles per week and burn excess calories, tone your legs and increase your energy levels. Focus on 500 calories per day. To lose body fat safely and keep it off, focus on creating a 500-calorie deficit per day, below your BMR. Over the course of a week, this equals out to 3,500 calories or 1 pound. The best way to hit this 500 number every day is to create a 250-calorie deficit through your diet and another 250-calorie deficit through cardio exercise. Remember, you want to fuel your body with high-nutrient foods and keep your metabolism stoked throughout the day. The worst thing you can do is limit your food intake too severely, which will cause your body to go into starvation mode and hold on to your body fat reserves. Mix up your meals. Always try to mix up your foods and have a variety of meals. The last thing you want is to get bored with the same exact meals every single day. Mix in a protein smoothie for one meal followed by a healthy chicken breast salad. Lunch may include a whole wheat turkey wrap with romaine lettuce, tomatoes and cucumbers with a side of non-fat cottage cheese. For dinner, try a nice stir-fry with a lean protein sauce and mixture of vegetables. Another great snack idea is frozen protein bars. These make a great snack during the day, which provide quality muscle-building protein and also cure a nagging sweet tooth. Choose a protein bar that is low in sugar and tastes great. Spice up your meals. You can lose weight by spicing up your meals. Chili peppers can curb the appetite and reduce unhealthy cravings. There are beneficial effects of capsaicin, which is an active chemical found in chili peppers. Capsaicin activates the same neuronal pathways as fat, sending the signal to the brain that you are full. Capsaicin also triggers the release of endorphins and serotonin, which makes you feel better both physically and emotionally. 68. Watch those coffee drinks. Your daily refreshing Starbucks coffee treat may be killing your weight loss plans. Some coffee drinks have more calories than a double cheeseburger. A venti mint chocolate chip frappuccino contains a whopping 820 calories, 28 grams of fat and 107 grams of sugar. If you're looking for something sweet, your best calorie-controlling choices are a basic coffee with a shot of sugar-free syrup, a non-fat loaf with sugar-free syrup, or a cappuccino prepared with skimmed milk. Check your bagel. Your morning bagel could be a serious calorie killer. The highest calorie toppings include cream cheese, sour cream, and cheese. The best way to eat your bagel is to start off with a whole wheat bagel and include healthy items like lean meats and fresh fruit. Watch out for processed fruit spreads since they contain large amounts of sugar. Portion sizes also have a huge impact on the overall calorie impact. Today's typical bagel is almost twice as big as the standard serving size set by the user, so you may want to eat half and save the other half for a later meal. Choose lean protein sources. Some protein sources are very high fat, bacon, while others are nearly fat-free and low in calories, egg whites. Since each gram of fat contains over twice the calories as protein or carbohydrates, you want to limit the high-fat versions. Below is a list of lean protein items to include in your plan. Go outside for exercise. Go outside and get some exercise in your daily routine. You don't necessarily need to go into the gym for cardio work. It's much better to head outside and enjoy the day by walking around the neighborhood, playing a game of tennis, hiking some trails, mountain biking, running at the local track or walking a round of golf. By involving outside exercise routines like enjoyable sports activities, you will be able to burn calories and have fun while doing it. The real key is finding an activity you really enjoy and consistently doing it on a regular basis. Watch out for fat-free foods. Fat-free foods can be very deceiving. Many of the fat-free foods on the market make up for the fat levels by loading their foods with tons of sugar. Make sure you read the food labels and check the calories, sugar content and list of ingredients. You will likely find a very large amount of sugar which will wreak havoc on your insulin levels, making it harder for you to lose body fat. The overall calories in these foods are usually also very high. Get fidgety with it. Try fidgeting to lose weight. Scientists at the Mayo Clinic published a study in which they outfitted 10 skinny men and women and 10 overweight ones with sensor-equipped underwear that measured, with minute precision, how much they moved around during the day. The results showed the overweight people tended to sit still all day, while the skinny ones would pace and fidget, spending 2 hours more on their feet each day. The difference translates into about 350 calories a day, enough to produce a weight loss of 30 to 40 pounds in 1 year without trips to the gym. If you're sitting at a desk all day, then try tapping your feet and moving your legs. Not only will this burn calories, but you will increase the blood circulation in your lower body. Have a late-night protein snack. Your insulin levels are very sensitive at night, and it will be much easier to store extra fat if you consume sugars later in the day. Stick with a lean protein and non-starchy carb. A great meal would be a grilled chicken breast salad with romaine lettuce, sliced cucumbers and a little balsamic vinaigrette dressing. You could also opt for a nice chicken breast/veggie stir-fry. Throw some broccoli, mushrooms and chicken into a stir-fry pan with a touch of soy sauce. This makes a great meal for later in the day. Plan your meals ahead. Planning your meals ahead is a great weight loss tip to keep you on track with your daily nutritional plan. By planning meals, you will have a set schedule to adhere to and know exactly what to eat at specific times of the day. You can even take it to another level and pre-cook your meals. Many bodybuilders will pre-cook their entire week of meals and store them in Tupperware bowls. Along with these pre-cooked meals, you can store quick protein snacks like protein bars for tasty treats during the day. 76. Do not judge your body to others. One of the biggest issues with people trying to lose weight is that they try to look like their favorite movie stars. Women may want to have the body of Jennifer Aniston, or guys may want the body of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Genetics play a large part in your overall physique, so don't get depressed if you can't get your stomach to just like Jennifer Garner. Each person is unique, so try to focus on making positive changes to your own physique and be glad when you reach a goal. Watch out for low-carb diets. Many people really like low-carb diets, but there are a few major issues with going low-carb. A major concern is the effect it has on your most metabolic active tissue in your body, muscle tissue. Without carbohydrates to fuel your body through intense strength training sessions, your body will simply not have the energy to perform optimally. This means you will not build the maximum amount of muscle tissue as possible, which has a major impact on burning additional calories every day. Another issue is post-workout, when your muscles are screaming to be replenished with glycogen. Without providing glycogen to your muscles, you will enter a state of catabolism, which means you will be breaking muscle tissue down. This is the last thing you want when trying to lose weight. Another big issue with low-carb diets is the limitation of the food. How many times have you heard people talk about starting a low-carb diet for a few weeks and becoming tired eating the same thing day after day? They eventually go off the low-carb diet and go right back to their old eating habits and gain all the weight back. Remember to think of your plan as a lifestyle change instead of a temporary diet. You want to create healthy habits and forget about temporary fixes. Follow a solid nutritional plan which includes a large variety of low-calorie, nutrient-dense foods, and you will have the tools you need to keep the weight off forever. Thermogenic effect of food. When you eat food, your body does more than just add calories, it also burns them. The act of digestion takes energy and therefore burn calories, which is also known as the thermogenic effect of food. This effect accounts for 5 to 10% of your metabolic rate, so you want to make sure to eat the right foods that stimulate the most thermogenic effect. Protein has the most thermogenic effect of all nutrients. A whopping 30% of the calories from protein are used during digestion. So if you eat 100 calories of protein, 30 calories will be burned through digestion, leaving you with a net 70 calories. The fiber and complex carbs in vegetables will also force your body to do some extra work. Cycle your calories. A great trick for continued weight loss is to cycle your calories. When you cycle calories, you're simply increasing and decreasing your caloric levels day to day. Calorie cycling should be in direct relation to your strength training and cardio routines. On your strength training days, you might try increasing your caloric levels by 500 calories over your BMR, basal metabolic rate. You can also increase your level of starchy carbohydrates a little to help fuel your muscles for the intensive training session and also for recovery. On your cardio days, tighten up your calories and decrease it back to the normal 500 deficit per day and really focus on limiting your starchy carbs after 6 p.m. This will allow maximum body fat loss. Escape emotional eating. Emotional eating is a serious issue when it comes to following a weight loss plan. You need to honestly ask yourself if you use food to deal with feelings of anger, frustration, fear, stress, loneliness, conflict, depression or disappointment. Many people find comfort with their favorite foods and consume large amounts in response to feeling instead of hunger. Experts estimate that 75% of overeating is caused by feelings. This means that most of us are guilty of using food to cope with emotions. The best way to deal with emotional eating issues is to keep a food journal. Write down everything you eat and how you feel during each meal. By documenting your food, thoughts and emotions, you will gather extremely helpful information to assist you in resolving these issues. You may also need to consult with a doctor for a physical exam to assess whether there is a hormonal or physiological basis for your compulsive and emotional eating patterns. Be honest with yourself. In order to have long-term success with any weight loss plan, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to set short-term goals which are attainable, follow them with determination and put forth the effort to succeed. Everyone slips up from time to time and it takes courage to learn from your mistakes. Ask yourself what made you foul up and how you can avoid this in the future. If you have a cheat day, don't think your entire weight loss plan is ruined. Get right back on your plan the next day and stay focused. Doggy bags are good. When you're dining out and become satisfied after eating some of your meal, ask your server to box up the remainder and save it for another meal later. Don't think you have to eat everything on your plate no matter what. Eat slowly and enjoy every bite of your food. It takes approximately 20 minutes after you start eating for your body to fully understand it's full, so let your body digest the food and after a while, see if you're satisfied. If so, ask for the doggy bag. Choose single-serving snacks. Single-serving snack can be very helpful to monitor your portion sizes and help you on your weight loss plan. Psychologically, this can go a long way toward preventing you from overeating. This is extremely important with junk foods like potato chips. If you have a craving for chips and need to have a few, pick up a single-serving bag and enjoy. Whatever you do, don't buy the regular size bag because you will just be tempting yourself to binge and your stomach usually wins out. Moderation is the key. Moderation is one of the keys to successful weight loss. Weight loss maintenance is about finding a healthy eating pattern that you can follow for a lifetime. When you're following your nutritional plan and want to eat something which is not healthy but you have been craving it for a while, practice moderation and enjoy your favorite food. If you enjoy cheesecake, have a small piece and eat it slowly so you can truly enjoy each bite. This practice of eating in moderation will teach yourself to avoid out-of-control binging episodes and you will gain control over food. Keep visual motivational reminders. Visual reminders can really help motivate and inspire you to stay on your weight loss plan. Cut out pictures of your ideal body and put them on your bathroom mirror, bedroom nightstand or your office desk. These will remind you what your physical goals are and keep you on track to reach them. It's important to note that although this technique is a great motivator, you should not strive to look exactly like the pictures you choose as inspiration. Know that everyone's bodies are different and genetics play a big part with the way your physique will appear in shape and symmetry. Work hard to get the best body you can achieve within your limits. Don't fall for peer pressure. Peer pressure is extremely hard to deal with when trying to stick to your weekly goals for a solid weight loss plan. Many of your friends may question what you're doing when you go out to lunch or dinner with them. They will wonder why you are not eating your regular double cheeseburger with fries or large pizza. The best thing to do is explain you have made a decision to live a healthier life and you hope they will support you with your weight loss plan. If they don't understand this or continue to pressure you into tempting situations where high-fat, high-sugar and high-calorie foods exist, then it's probably best to choose different locations to eat and plan your time with your friends away from dining experiences. True friends should completely understand your position and help you succeed with your new healthy lifestyle. Visualize for success. The human brain is one of the most incredible creations on earth and it's been gifted with a wonderful ability to imagine. Visualization has much to do with our success in setting goals. When you set goals for yourself, the key to achieving them is to visualize yourself accomplishing them. Visualizing success is important for two reasons. First, the mind thinks in terms of pictures. Second, the subconscious mind drives much of our behavior. The subconscious does not know the difference between something that is real and something that is vividly imagined, so whatever picture you consistently think about will drive you to create that exact reality. A great visualization technique is to spend 10 minutes every night while lying in bed with your eyes closed and visualize in detail how you want your body to look. Start from the ground up and focus your visualization on how you want your legs to look, and then move up to your hips and thighs. Focus attention on your midsection, then your chest, arms and shoulders. Finally, visualize your new lean and vibrant face. Get motivated with friends. One of the biggest motivational factors for succeeding with your weight loss plan is to have others involved with you. When someone else has the same goals as you do, it's easier to succeed. You will have someone to push you when you need it, and also have emotional support when times get tough. Get your friends involved and watch your weight loss improve. Watch those nuts. Nuts are a nutrition superstar, but not for the individual who wants to succeed on a weight loss plan. Nuts are packed with protein and the good kind of fat, monounsaturated, as well as a hard-to-get nutrient, Vitamin E. Unfortunately, nuts are a real calorie killer. A cup of nuts has a whopping 800-900 calories, while a cup of popcorn has only 50 calories, and a cup of raw vegetables has only 25 calories. Nuts are definitely a healthy addition to the diet, but make sure to keep your portions very small. Don't be a binger. Binge eating, also called compulsive overeating, is different from normal appetite increases or overeating now and then. With binge eating, you feel out of control and powerless to stop eating while you're doing it. With binge eating, you may feel a very strong compulsion to overeat. Regular binge eating may lead to low energy, low self-esteem and depression. If you think you may have a binge eating disorder, it's very important to seek the help from a psychologist or therapist who can help you understand the connections between emotions, thoughts, and eating behaviors. These professionals can also help you learn healthy ways to respond to stress and deal with compulsions. Commit to cardio. The first step to making your commitment to cardio is to find what you enjoy. There are so many options to choose from: running, cycling, cardio machines in the gym, and group fitness classes, just to name a few. If you get bored easily, change it up frequently. Find a friend who likes the same type of workout and use the buddy system. If you pick an activity you enjoy, it will be much easier to stick with it. Make your cardio workout a priority. Quit scheduling your workouts around everything else you have to do, and instead schedule everything else around your workout. Write it in your planner if you need to, but don't let anything interfere. If you make it important in your daily routine, then you will find ways to work in everything else you need to do. Try different forms of exercise. If you have always used free weights, then switch it up and try training with machines like Hammer Strength or Nautilus. These are excellent weight resistance machines and they will really work your muscles from different angles and different intensities. You should always strive to find new and exciting ways to work out your body. Try doing all body weight movements, which are a really great way to build quality strength. The military uses mainly body weight movements during their training. These include push-ups, sit-ups and pull-ups. These are three main body weight movements will really give you a great overall body workout. Rest for muscle growth. One of the best pieces of exercise advice is to understand that your muscles grow when you're resting, not training. That's right, you don't actually get bigger and stronger when you're in the gym. It's what you do after your workout that's the real key to muscle growth. If you don't let your muscles recover correctly, your body will become overtrained and it will be in a state of constant catch-up. This is far from the ideal state that you want your body in. What you want is to truly prime your body for your next workout and give it enough rest and recuperation to fully optimize your training. The worst thing you can do is overtrain your body. This will lead to muscle atrophy, breaking down muscle, and you may experience the flu because of this. When you train, make sure to limit your resistance training sessions to 45 minutes maximum. Your body's testosterone levels start decreasing after about 45 minutes, so any time after this length and you're really just wasting your time. Focus on hitting it with a high level of intensity for 45 minutes and get out of the take care of business and start your recuperation. When you get back from your workout, you might also try sitting in a jacuzzi or sauna to really relax and let your muscles recover. Rest is extremely important when training hard, so make sure to take the time to recover and grow from your training sessions. Keep an exercise journal. Always make sure to keep a detailed training journal. By keeping a journal of your training sessions, you will have a detailed log of your every exercise you perform along with reps, sets and how much weight you lifted. It's also great to document how you felt before, during and after your training session along with any food/supplements you took before and after you trained. By keeping an exercise journal, you will have access to a wealth of information and be able to detect specific areas in your current training routine which can be changed or improved upon. One of the biggest mistakes most people make is to continue on with a training routine that simply does not work well for them. As the old saying goes, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, and expecting different results. Don't let exercise insanity set in. Make sure to always switch up your training routines and document each one of them into your exercise journal. When you look back on your training journal, you will see specific patterns where you are succeeding and also where you're falling short. One of the most important pieces of exercise advice is to figure not only what to do, but more importantly what not to do. When you know the areas to avoid, your progress will skyrocket. Maximize the windows of opportunity. You have two main windows of opportunity when you're training. One is 30 minutes before you train, pre-workout meal, and another comes about 30 to 60 minutes after your workout, post-workout meal. The pre-workout meal should consist of a starchy carb and lean protein. The starchy carb will supply the energy you need to get through an intense workout. The protein provides the much-needed fuel for your muscles, so they keep a positive nitrogen balance. A great pre-workout meal would be consumed 30 minutes before your workout and would consist of 1 cup of natural oatmeal with 1 scoop of protein powder. Try to stick with whey protein. Mix it with some water and microwave a dish for about 2 minutes. Stir it up and eat it with a big glass of water. Your post-workout meal should be consumed as quickly after your workout as possible. This should consist of a simple sugar to spike your insulin levels and rush glycogen back into your muscles which are screaming for fuel by now. Try to stick with either dextrose or maltodextrin as your main source of simple sugar. These can be found in your MRP, meal replacement powder. Also, add another supply of protein to the mix. If you are using a post-workout dextrose-based drink, add another scoop of whey protein to it and shake it up. If you're drinking an MRP, you should be perfectly fine. Shoot for around 20 to 30 grams of protein before your workout and 30 to 50 grams of protein after your workout. Always shock your muscles. Always try to trick your muscles into growth. You never want to do the same exercises, reps and sets for each and every workout. You always want to shock your muscles into growing and adapting to new stimuli, so make sure to always switch up your training routines, number of sets and reps for each training session. Also, make sure to train at a high level of intensity and really push each set to positive failure, barely getting the last rep up. You should always focus on increasing the weight lifted. If your muscles get used to lifting a specific amount of weight, then they will never want to get stronger or grow. Always try to trick your muscles with different reps/sets and keep your intensity levels up high enough, so they always are forced to make changes and grow. Have a detailed exercise plan. You would never build a house without a site plan, would you? You would never just pick up a hammer, some nails and start pounding away hoping your dream home will be built perfectly. Just like building a house, when you build your body up, you need a plan to adhere to and follow. Don't just wander in and pick out the first 5 exercises you see. Have a detailed plan of action and know which body part you will be training, which exercises you will use and a specific repetition and set range you will implement. When you have a good exercise plan, you will know exactly what you need to do and your training session will have a smooth flow with no wasted time looking for exercises to perform. Find inspiration. Find strong inspiration through real-life weight loss success stories from others. By reading other people's success stories you will learn where each one came from and what they did to lose the weight. You will be able to relate with them and really understand their road to success. Uplifting success stories will motivate and inspire you stay on track and keep going to reach your weight loss goals. Brown is better. A great tip for losing weight is to make the switch from white flour-based food to whole grains. Whole grains are whole wheat, oats, whole rye flour, barley, brown rice and any other unprocessed grain. The added fiber in whole grain foods will fill you up quicker than if you were eating the white versions. Foods containing whole grains are also believed to keep blood sugar levels stable over a longer period of time. Try to substitute these foods. Pack a healthy lunch. Try packing a healthy low-calorie lunch a few times a week. Not only will you save hundreds of calories, but you will also save money by making your own meals. If you find yourself having a tendency to snack while at work, buy a box of protein bars and throw them in the freezer at work. Protein bars make a great snack during the day and can come in very handy when a sweet tooth episode kicks in. Prepare your meal the night before and place it in some Tupperware for the next day. Add a chicken breast, some vegetable sticks and a piece of fruit and you have a perfect low-calorie meal. Another great tip is to buy a few containers of non-fat cottage cheese and store them in the refrigerator at your office. Thanks again for downloading and reading our amazing weight loss tips ebook. We hope you will help us spread the word and refer your friends to our website. We wish you the best success to get fit and live a healthy lifestyle.